Hello, everybody. We're back. Not just me, but I'm joined by, once again, Lady Hopium's back. Back on regularly. Back on
Hells
regularly.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm back.
James
I'm back
all
and I'm
settled.
ready to fack.
Fack? At least you're not ready to frack.
Yeah, no, fracking is bad.
You know, it's funny, like, one letter can, like, make all the difference in something being
True.
terrible or amazing.
Yeah.
So, there's something I really wanted to talk about these past couple days. I haven't done a stream the past couple days because honestly, there just wasn't enough content to talk about. And I'm not going to force you guys through a stream or subject my guest to a stream, like if there's not anything to really talk about with substance. But there's this I've wanted to talk about for 2 days, and I gave this what I called this the 48-hour test because everyone on YouTube has technical difficulties, right? But if you don't solve your technical difficulties after 48 hours, then I think it's fair game for me to make fun of it.
Right.
So
obviously.
So here's a stream that Dave tried to do 2 days ago. Republican states have more welfare, and let's see how it went for him.
Alrighty, welcome to the program. Okay, government, you son of a bitch. Okay, pulling this in. Why is there no date? Wait, there I am.
No, look. This has happened to pretty much everybody before, right? I'm pretty sure this has happened to almost everybody at some point in time. But why would you not go and private the video? He privated the fucking debate that I had with him.
Yeah, what?
He thought that wasn't quality enough for his channel, but what? Maybe he doesn't know this exists.
Maybe this was to like cover that, to be like, guys, I'm having technical. I'm going through a tunnel.
I wonder.
My streams are wonky, guys. I can't help it.
Wonky.
Yeah.
Wow, we've already got 15 people watching this shit. That's quite a lot.
Hells yeah.
What's up, that golf nerd? We got Lady Lobotomy. We got fucking Honey Badger. We got Mario Heat. We got Hopium Nuggets. Specifically asked if you were on. That means they probably aren't going to watch without you. Damn.
Hells yeah. Hopium Nuggets is a Hopium Nuggets is a dedicated fan, all right?
Oh, definitely. Hell yeah.
They even upload clips of my shit. Go subscribe to them.
Yeah, go check them out. That's true. Yeah, definitely go check that shit out. We got Rotten Ralph. We got Drew Stratton, Zeta No, all bunch of fucking people.
Hells yeah.
Sydney.
Welcome everybody.
Yeah, what's up everybody? That Amber chick, Tony. Yeah, keep on coming on, guys. Keep on coming in. Hope there's only 5 seconds left. Oh, look, this is a really petty and childish way to start the stream, but look, I'm just trying to. I wanted to make the point because I feel like this was worth bringing up just entirely because you privated the fucking stream that I had.
Yeah, like
this is not worth privating.
That makes this fair game. Okay, the fact that he's enough of a pussy to private that. But
and
then,
I said I was gonna wait 2 days. I said I was gonna wait 2 fucking days before I actually dove into it, and I honored that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Anything else? All right.
Come on.
Wow. Come on. Well, I'm sorry you had technical difficulties, but yeah, but fuck you. Fuck off.
Yeah, you're still a bit of a dickling, so it's hard to feel too bad.
Not just a bit. You're quite a. You know that guy Dave Daubenmire, or whatever the fuck it is. He's prominently played on fucking Right Wing Watch. Apparently, he tried to raise, what was it, $100 million, and he only got 300,000, or no, it says 420,000. Apparently, he must have fucking hated that. Let's take a look at it real fast.
Revolution.net. We had a great phone call last night. Dr. Sherry Timpenny made a presentation to a bunch of people last night on a Zoom meeting. It was very, very, very effective. And friends,
doesn't this look like some satanic bullshit? Like maybe I'm just looking at it wrong, but the Christian Revolution just with like a massive red cross in the middle.
I mean, it looks very sinister. I'll give you that. It's very it's.
Hey, look, if these guys can find Satanism and everything, can't I find it at least in one of their fucking things? Because, like, It's all written in fucking blood red. Like, this is the same type of... Like, if this was a fucking atheist revolution, then you guarantee that these people would be bringing up the fucking red. And if it was, like, the little fucking atheist A logo right there, like, they would be all over this shit. It's hypocritical. I don't like it.
I think this is a secret vampire revolution.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why there's
clearly
a cross.
clearly a secret vampire cabal of Christians, right? I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
I'm sure these people wouldn't be comfortable with those type of accusations being hurled their way because they sound like fucking bullshit. Because it's just they're living in a fantasy land. But you already have to be delusional and living in some type of fucking fantasy land to believe the fucking shit in the Bible. So I guess it's consistent on that level.
Yeah, and unfortunately, there's just too many people that have lived their lives like that. I mean, for generations, families have like believed in this shit, and it's been pushed by the state. Quite honestly, let's be honest.
Yeah, let's be honest. Yeah.
Separation of church and state is a myth. Okay, we have a state religion in America, and it's called Christianity, and it's been pushed on everybody for a long time and used to curtail critical thinking. So, congratulations, America.
Spherical Man says the first hour of Lady Hopium really got me through the other day. I'll eventually get to the other 2 hours, but it was something I kind of needed then. That's great to fucking hear if any of our fucking content helps you out.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah, I always wonder if when I go on those like rants about hope and about like self-betterment, I always wonder if it's actually helping people or if I'm just being like really self-indulgent.
Well,
and
hey,
like,
if it helps even one fucking person, I think it's worth you going on.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, go. Yeah. Everyone needs to go to my channel, all right? Lady Hopium. I do some dope shit over there. All right. Go subscribe.
Yeah, like
we're trying to get to 1,000. It'll happen one day.
We'll get you there. We'll get you there.
$420,000 maybe we've raised in a month.
He hesitated. Do you hear that? He was like not happy with that specific number being the one that they achieved.
$20,000 maybe we've raised in a month.
1 second.
I don't know. 420,000.
He's clearly uncomfortable with the fact that it was 420. Like, let's not deny this shit.
$1,000 maybe we've raised in a month. We haven't really gotten after it much, but we've already hired.
How is that not a lot of money? I mean, $420,000.
Isn't that like kind of a mask off moment though? Because it shows that it's not a lot of money to him. He wants even more. He's always looking at it like this. He's not looking at it like glass half full. Like, you know what? We were able to raise this fucking much money for this cause that we truly believe in. They're like, what the fuck? This isn't enough. You need to give us more of your fucking money. That's exactly the type of perspective these people would have because they're only in the grift, and we know that.
If I had $420,000 in my bank account right now,
spend it all on weed.
I would stop trying to make more money. I'd be like, all right, I'm done for the rest of my life.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I'd still work to make money because
sure, I'd invest, I'd stream, but like, I wouldn't be like every day, hey guys, y'all need to donate. Everyone needs to donate, guys, donate. Yeah. I'd be like, nah, don't even bother donating. I'm set. I'm good. I got $420,000 in the bank. 420 in the bank.
My 420 fortune.
We've hired attorneys. We're fighting on about 5 different fronts right now with attorneys that
for what? What is this about? I have no idea what this organization is even. Let's see. Is there any fucking clarification? It doesn't really say anything. Oh, okay. It explains it in this older tweet right here. Apparently, he intends to use it to badger corporations into funding his right-wing culture war. So, like, what? Massive corporations like Coca-Cola that are like supporting quote-unquote woke campaigns. Is that what? Like, why do you want the endorsement of a massive corporation? Don't you believe that they're fucking evil? Because they are.
Well, because they know that the corporations supporting shit like BLM and the trans movement is them losing the culture war. And it makes them furious.
It is, but like they act like
it's a sign of them losing the culture war. I should say it's not the only,
But they
it's a
always
sign
talk
of
about
it.
how fucked up these corporations are, and it's just like they say it for the wrong reasons because they don't recognize the exact reasons why these corporations fucking suck. That or if they do, they twist it into like suiting their own narrative and the political agenda that they want to push.
Well, I think they just recognize the power of these corporations and what they can do, and like the fact that. Like what these corporations are saying kind of does reflect, but they don't understand why, because they think it's the corporations controlling the narrative, or like the corporations going along with like a loud minority. But what the corporations are really doing is appealing to the people, and that like anytime one of these people gets canceled or fired or whatever for going on some far right fucking rant or whatever, like that's not like the corporations pushing their agenda. That is the people speaking. The people in general don't like it, so the corporations do what they already know is most
They're just gonna do
advantageous
whatever
to
like
them.
makes them money. They're gonna go by the fucking opinion polls, basically, just like a lot of politicians do.
And honestly, I love it because these supposed capitalists, you know, are so mad when like capitalism actually starts to work a little bit in the way that it's supposed to.
Yeah, no, I mean, someone else Tony brought up a really good point here. Imagine if it was Islam, how this person's reaction would be if it was like the same fucking person, just like, you know, happened to be fucking Islam. Imagine what Dave Daubenmire's response would be. He'd be like, you should be happy with what you got. You should, you know, stop being a whiny snowflake. He would say that exact fucking rhetoric just because it's someone who has a different fucking religion from him. And I don't like that type of hypocrisy. I like people who at least have some fucking moral consistency. Like, and not... I feel like people make the argument of consistency a lot of times, and it's really stupid, but I just mean that I want people to be consistent in how they treat other people.
Right.
Really.
No, I think moral consistency is good. Just like this idea of like, oh, like you're a hypocrite, therefore your ideas are automatically wrong. Like that's stupid.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Hypocrisy shouldn't be your only argument.
Like, you should treat all people of different creeds like you know, like with human decency, at least, is the way I should put it. Like,
yeah, of course.
Like, you can still call someone who's religious a dipshit, but you shouldn't just inherently think that everyone who is religious is like a bad person. Trust me, I went through that phase. Not really, but like there was a time where I was.
Oh, I definitely did, and that was because I had just come out of religion, and that was me backlashing against my religious upbringing and being like, "Yeah, fuck all religious people." But then I learned. Now I look. I'm the first to say there is value to be taught in Christianity. It's just the majority of it is bullshit, you know. But I like the teachings of Jesus. Hell yeah, love your neighbor. Fucking turn the other cheek. Abso-fucking-lutely. I wish we would live the way. I wish Christians would do the shit that Jesus taught. I guess I'm a better Christian than these fuckers.
Dr. Sherry Tenpenny. I'm pretty sure that's just called a fucking dime.
Given $20,000 grants to get up and running. But yeah, already we've done that. Because one of the things about the ChristianRevolution.net is it's not a charity. It's a
yes, it is basically a fucking charity case. Let's be honest. Like, you're just trying to get fucking people to donate to your bullshit cause. Don't try and make it out as anything else. And that's what a lot of charities end up being, unfortunately, too. That's why it's not a good fucking means to dealing with the problems in our country.
What do they call that? Doesn't matter. The Christian Revolution.
It doesn't matter.
Christian Revolution.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? It entirely fucking matters. You were just talking about it right there. It was part of your point. What do you mean it doesn't? Oh, God. Fucking dipshit. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote on that one.
Damn. Good. Fuck that dude. He's fucking dumb.
Yeah, he's a ship dit. I fucking can't stand that dude.
I got something dope to show the stream, yo.
Oh, what's that?
Look at that shit. I got a new bong.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, you were talking about that, weren't you?
Yeah, because I broke my other bong and I was really sad. And I was like, well, I guess I need a new one. And then I found this Rick and Morty one and I was like, why the fuck not? Look at that. I love that image.
That's
look at that.
Awesome.
Rick smoking a fucking
Rick smoking
fat bowl.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but I just started watching Rick and Morty again. I thought I don't know. Season 4 has its ups and downs. I haven't watched season 5 yet, but like, it's a good show. It's still a really good show.
Oh, you gotta watch season 5, yo. I won't even say nothing. You just gotta watch it.
I watched because I'm going through season 4. I really didn't like that dragon episode.
That one. I have my issues with that episode. I didn't like the fact.
I didn't like it. It felt like a Family Guy plot.
Yeah, it did a little bit. But what I hated about that episode was that Rick, like, we get one of these rare instances where Rick is suddenly not like a god and he's not in full control in this realm, you know, and Morty figures out how to like make shit work in this world. But then like all of a sudden now Rick, like I thought like, oh great, we're gonna see a story where Rick has to struggle, and then 5 seconds later, nope, Rick is a god again.
Yeah, like season 4 seems to be like, it has some really high highs and some really low lows.
Yeah,
I've seen so far.
But look, as much as I like the dragon episode is not my favorite, Although I do love that the scene where he's flying around on the dragon and that song Percocet, Molly Percocet. I love that song.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
But as much as that episode is not great, it's still good. And like even
it's
the
better
worst
than any episode of Family Guy, that's
right?
For sure.
Exactly. Even the worst episodes of Rick and Morty are still good, and I'll still rewatch them, even if they're not my favorite. Family Guy episodes, I'm at the point where I don't even want to watch any of it. But if I was going to, I'd be skipping a lot of episodes. And I'm actually rewatching South Park right now, and I skipped like the whole first 4 seasons because I was like, nah.
Wow, that's
I don't feel like rewatching this. Yep. And then I'm like, no, not this episode. I'm gonna skip the whole Mr. Garrison trans arc because I'm not in the mood for it. Maybe one day I'll like do a proper response to it. Although I feel like it's pretty obvious what's wrong with that whole thing. It's obviously very transphobic.
Yeah, it should be obvious, but to a lot of people it's not. So maybe you actually should do a video.
Yeah, maybe I should. We should also do that idea we've been talking about. Family Guy. God damn it, voice cracks. Family Guy watch through or not watch through, but like commentaries. Yeah, on certain episodes. Because Family Guy sucks. Can we just say like fuck Family Guy?
Yeah, it does. For some reason, StreamYard's not responding, so I might have to dip for a second and be right back.
Oh shit! Seems like it's been having those issues. All right, guys. Well, Annie's gone. I'll talk about love and hopium. All right, we gotta love each other, yo. Love your neighbor. Okay. I'm actually serious about that, yo. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. You gotta learn to love yourself and your neighbor. That's how it works, yo. That's how it fucking works. I don't want to bother you, but could you show my Jamie message again?
Oh, that was me.
What message? Oh, don't sell yourself short, Jamie. You're worth more than 1,000 subs. Well, thank you for that, Hopium Nuggets. I appreciate that.
That wasn't so bad. That could have been worse, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't so fucking bad. All right. So I was gonna pull up a John Doyle video.
Oh fuck yeah, John Doyle. I just introduced Annie to John Doyle the other night.
Yeah, last night.
Was it last night? Yeah, I did do. Oh god, I can't even remember when I stream anymore. Yeah, everyone watched my stream from last night. It was a lot of fun.
I love this cheesy motherfucker, honestly. Like, I hate him, but I love him. Like,
I have so much fun ripping into this dude. It's so good.
You know what bothers me about him? Like his hair. I'm not even saying because it's like I don't like his hair. It's just a little bit too similar to mine, and it makes me uncomfortable. It's like, oh my god, is this like an alternate universe where I love how he
literally has a fucking poster up about fucking
War
Nazi
bonds.
propaganda about the Bolsheviks, yo.
Oh yeah. That's also this is another World War II poster. It's like, why the fuck do you have World War II propaganda on in the?
Because he's a Nazi. This dude is a literal Nazi. Like
that's a good explanation, actually.
He's literally like I realize in the past I've called people Nazis a little too readily, but I've been working on that. Okay, I've pulled back on that. I don't just call people Nazis anymore. But literally John Doyle is a Nazi. Okay, he literally is a fucking Nazi. He was like simping for the Taliban in one of his recent videos. He was like, oh, actually, I don't really think there's anything wrong with the Taliban. You know, yeah. What are they doing? Taking women out of school and making them cover up? You know, I think we could do with some of that here in America. Like, what the fuck?
God.
You're a Nazi.
Here,
holy fuck.
That's pretty fucking messed up. But I was almost going to consider.
He's literally a fascist. He literally is like does like a lot of insurrectionary talk where like it's clear he's like signaling to his far right audience to commit violence.
No, that's not going to be the first thing I'm going to show the people. That's not going to be the first thing I'm going to show the people. I'm going to leave them guessing. I'm going to leave them guessing about this guy. Okay, I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to show you something else first.
Oh God,
are you ready? Here it comes.
It's clear to me that you and I are not exactly on the same page here. So why don't we bring in our next guest to help clear things up a little bit? Imperial Japanese Officer-in-Chief Tokyo City Correspondent Fukuyo Amataka. Thank you for joining. Are you kidding me? Thank you for having me, John.
Dude, this entire video was just an excuse for him to get dressed up in that outfit.
Yeah, let's be honest.
He is cute. No, like John Doyle reminds me of like a little boy, like playing. He's wearing his like dad's suit and like playing dress up, and like he's doing his little like radio show. It's so cute. I used to do that when I was a little boy too. It's a lot of fun.
Oh man, so I've been watching.
Hey everybody, welcome to Heck Off Commie. Like.
He has some like YMCA pose and shit. Like it's crazy.
He's so cute. Maybe one day he'll grow up into a man, and he'll realize that he's been politically politically stupid as fuck. Political dipshit. Sorry, I've been listening to TJ too much.
Oh shit!
It's not my fault. No,
just blame
I shouldn't.
TJ.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that word. I apologize.
But no, take a look at this. Like, how much do you want to bet? Like, what he's about to say is going to be really offensive. Like, unironically offensive. Like,
probably.
I'm very excited to be here. Well, believe me, the pleasure is all ours, officer. Now, I do have to apologize for some of the rhetoric that you had to endure earlier from Mr. Doyle, which I'm sure that you found to be extremely offensive. Oh, no, not really. So can you clear up what happened for us today? Can you tell us a little bit about how...
Is this supposed to be funny? Like, someone said it's James Franco. Yeah. Someone says it's a young Shane Dawson. Oh man.
A young Shane Dawson. A young Onision.
Oh Jesus Christ.
It wasn't your fault, and so you shouldn't have to take responsibility for it. Well, simply put, we are the superior people on this earth, which means that it's our job to rule over the rest of mankind, and so we're looking to continue our conquest throughout Asia. The United States decided to enact an oil embargo, and we've since re-strategized to get our oil from the East Indies.
Is this just an excuse for him to put out what he really believes, that so we won't get censored off YouTube for saying it? Like...
The problem
maybe
that while the Dutch and British aren't explicitly allied with the Americans, they're fairly amicable with each other. And since America occupies territories that are beside our supply lines, such as the Philippines and Guam, yeah, that's classic America, right? Always taking land from native populations. Right. So given the geographic implications of the American, everyone's illegal on stolen land. Am I right? Do you mind if... Okay.
Oh, he's trying to make like...
Dude, he is. He's making the Japanese fucking soldier sound like the reasonable one.
Yeah,
exactly. He's taking a pro-Axis stance.
That's hilarious. What?
Thank you. So given the geographic implications of the American military bases and controlled territories, we really couldn't risk losing everything that we've been fighting for as a result of an American decision to enter the war. So we elected to cripple the ability of the Americans to mobilize against imperial Japanese interests. So basically what you're saying is that America was unfairly targeting you. We were singling you out because you're different, because maybe you look a little bit different than we do, maybe because you invade a little bit different than we do. Is that what you're...
What's the point?
I mean... I think his point is America is just as bad, which I don't entirely disagree with. But again, look,
that's not how I'm reading this. Even like I'm reading this as like him. This is supposed to be like a parody on like how CNN. Like I've never seen them actually like come out and do this before. Is this how CNN anchors act? I don't really watch CNN because it sucks. But like. I've never seen anything like this happen before. I'm sure it'd be news if something like this happened. Like this is not how
it's kind of confusing what he's actually going for here, because it's like I guess this is his parody of CNN. Maybe it's his parody of this is if CNN today were reporting like Pearl Harbor.
Okay.
I think that's the joke.
U.S. military has yet to apologize for shooting down 29 Japanese aircraft.
Is he he is making the Japanese soldier sound more reasonable? Like
Fake News Network reacts to Pearl Harbor, 1941.
I think the joke here is just like, yeah, like look at these Americans like talking about how bad military action is from other countries, but we defend our own, which I don't disagree with. Like our country is fucking horrible.
Sure, but this is more fucking cringe than the vaccine song. He just wanted an excuse to dress up in this fucking uniform.
He's also like he's not condemning both sides. He's doing like as if like it's I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what his argument is here.
It just seems like an excuse to fucking bash the media and glorify Imperial Japan, which is
Well,
weird.
that's what fascists do. Like they drum up distrust of the media, and they use phrases like the media is the enemy of the people. You know, it's not.
It's fucking bullshit.
I mean, look, the media is not wonderful, but like, there's a difference between holding the media accountable, calling them out when they're wrong, and just being like, never trust them, which is what these fascists do. It's what the QAnoners do. It's why it's why these dipshits won't get vaccinated, because they've been so conditioned to not trust the fucking media. And so even when the media is correct on something, like, they won't listen. And that's why, like, rather than just saying, oh, let's not trust the media, let's say, no, let's call out the media. Let's hold them accountable. Let's fact check them. Because normally, like we live in a society already where if the media lies about something or has like their facts fucked up, like, someone will call them out. The way social media exists now, like, you know, like, lies are normally fucking like called out. Like, the people hold the media accountable harder than they've ever been held accountable in some ways. So like whenever a fucking media organization lies about something, they're immediately fucking put on blast for it. The media isn't your enemy. They're not. They might be funded by people who are your enemy from time to time, but like, a lot of these newscasters are just trying to put forth what they see as the truth. And yeah, a lot of them, they're just trying to get a story. They're trying to make money, but like, in general, like, if they put out something that's factually not true, you will know that it's factually not true, because they will immediately be called out for it.
Yeah, but that's the fucking thing. A lot of the time that the fucking story that they do to, like, you know, speak about that doesn't get nearly as many views as like the sensational piece that they pushed out originally.
No, sure, and that's definitely a problem. And there's problems with the media, but that doesn't mean you throw out the baby with the bathwater. We need the media.
Sure, but like, I mean, yeah, and I mean, I definitely agree with that, because like,
they need to report on the bullshit that the government's doing.
But we don't need like cable news media. I completely disagree with that. Like, but we do need like media coverage from like.
I think what we need is more independent media. Honestly,
yeah, me too. I agree. That's what I think the future should be.
Subscribe, guys.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're trying our best. Hey, we don't have a fucking huge budget or any budget, but
maybe someday, maybe fucking someday, maybe one day we'll have enough money that we can like put together a real news show.
Yeah. So I could only handle fucking 1 minute of fucking steaky gums, and luckily there was only a 1 minute fucking video of them. So let's see what he has to say.
All right, little red sign says we are live, and it is so. And I am on the road heading out of here. I'm leaving the 2nd mile as we speak.
I'll give him this. At least he got out of his trailer.
Yeah. This is a rare type of episode. Yeah, Von Helton on the road. We almost never get these.
Mobile Helton.
The main drag and head for the house. Thought I'd touch base with y'all, let you know everything turned out okay. The kids seem to be fine. They're not
touch base, yo. He's touching base while he's touching grass.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a first step to go outside. But apparently the only reason why he went outside is because he was like going to like get one of his allowed fucking visits to his kids or whatever. He's trying to claim that he can bring them back, but like, he better not fucking get away with that shit.
And I
don't think it's gonna fucking happen, because he already admitted multiple times that they're happy where they are. Like,
unfortunately, the state is usually likely to side with the parents at the end of the day. They're usually like you don't have to do much to be like, yeah, I've changed. I'm a better parent now. Like, it's really easy to game the system, and we know Vaughn has no problem gaming the system in general.
Yeah, we'll see what fucking happens, though, because he's been saying this for weeks now, and nothing's happened, so, well, no.
I will be heading to the house here shortly, but
has he gotten fatter?
I think it just looks like that because of the angle from, like, how he's using a phone instead of, like, a webcam.
I'm not trying to make fun or nothing. I'm just, like, he looks different.
I mean, it's the first time he's ever fucking left the house, so, like, maybe it's just because, like, this is the first time in a while you've seen natural light on Vaughn, you know?
I don't know, maybe he's like me. Maybe he uses filters when he streams.
He's too lazy to do that.
Fine. I've got some pictures and video of the kids.
You know he doesn't care about his appearance. Like, I think that's pretty awesome.
And whatnot, and everything turned out pretty good. Had a good little visit, but I want to let y'all know everything went smoothly. And like I said, no sign of COVID yet. So
It went smooth as fucking peanut butter.
that's good. But anyways, like I said, probably go to court on the 12th. And hopefully on the 12th, this miscarriage of justice will be over with.
A
Miscarriage of justice. It's always unfair when it's you, isn't it? It's always the law, it's bullshit. This is unjust. But when it happens to someone else,
yeah,
you know.
exactly. You just want to bring the kids home just their checks. Yeah, sad but true.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure potty training a puppy is not against the law in the state of Kentucky.
All right, I've had enough. That shit's gonna drive me insane.
Potty training a puppy. Yes, that's why your kids were taken. See, this shows like the level of delusion. He's not of sound mind. I really do wish that like CPS would like look into his channel.
Yeah, I know. It's right there. Like it should be.
It is. It's right there. They literally. He was sitting with a friend, literally joking about doing a 9/11 on the CPS building. What the fuck?
People have tipped it off, and it's still not enough for that fucking organization to fucking do what their job is. It's fucking crazy. I don't know where the fucking buck stops. Who keeps letting them get it back? It hasn't happened in over like a year now, so hopefully it'll stay that way. But yeah, just the channel alone should be proof that he's not competent to take care of anyone, including himself.
Nope.
So something else. Oh no. What? Fuck.
What are we doing?
God damn it. This video has been removed by the algorithm.
Shit. Which,
so there was this really I want to do I was considering doing a whole commentary on this, but there was this really stupid video that made it huge into the YouTube algorithm. It got like 37,000 views, and it was recommended to me, and it was literally just a recording of another YouTube video, and all the comments were negative, just people shitting on it. So I wanted to show it off as a failure of the YouTube algorithm and how sometimes they'll just make the stupidest, worst, lowest effort fucking video that literally no one who clicks on it likes. That'll be what people get recommended. Whereas people who actually fucking work hard, I want to show it off because it shows just how fucking broken the YouTube algorithm was. But maybe this person was just getting so much hate from random people.
I mean, I feel like that just adds the cherry on the sundae of your argument.
The fact it was removed?
Yeah. it further demonstrates your point.
Yeah, but I want
this is bullshit. YouTube is dumb.
Yeah, fuck YouTube. They're the worst. They're absolute fucking zeros. By the way, if you haven't liked this shit yet, you guys should, fucking like it. Helps out a whole fucking lot. But
hells yeah, and subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, yo.
Subscribe, bitches.
Oh yeah, there's another thing I want to show here. Another very short video. It's called. This is like a failed viral video. I consider this to be like a failed viral video. Because you know how there's some really crazy, stupid shit that gets big on the internet. It's just someone doing something really fucking mundane that just for some reason becomes a meme. This is one of those things, except it no one found it except for me. So here it is. Okay. This is someone trying to be like a badass. Little Debbie sucks. You've had a Little Debbie cupcake or something before,
yeah,
right? Okay.
Those are dope.
Well, this is some dude trying to get a viral video, and out of it, he only got 87 views. Woe for him. Let's see what happens.
What?
He probably thought he was so fucking badass doing that. That's the cringiest part about this entire video. Is that dude felt that he was so badass he was gonna get 1 million views just for doing that.
This could have been on Vine, and you know what? If it was on Vine, it actually might have gotten 1 million views.
Yeah, maybe. But I hate that shit because one of the things I hate more than anything else is seeing people waste food, especially just for a viral craze. I hate seeing it people smash cakes just to be hey, get me views on Facebook. I hate that shit. There's enough food that goes to waste. There's enough people who go fucking hungry without people wasting it on stupid shit like that. Yep, he made a bold fucking statement.
I mean, it's a Little Debbie's cake. It's not like it's real food. But
all right, fair enough.
It is tasty though. I do like those.
I know. I just I hate seeing people waste food, so that should annoy me.
I know. Trust me. I've like I grew up poor. I hate seeing food be wasted. Like it's not, it's like, what the fuck? You could have eaten that. Like I hate when like I'm out with someone like at the mall or whatever and like we're eating like food at the like food court and then they like eat like half of it and then they throw it away. Cause I'm like, what the fuck? Like that you could have taken that home and eaten that for dinner. That's what I do.
Too. I'm the same way. Yeah, no, I get it makes me angry. It really does.
I was poor as a kid and I have a bad back.
Whoa. Yeah,
Hells
yeah. Shit. Yeah, I remember that song. I almost forgot about that song for like a while. I wonder why.
Yeah.
All right. I was having a smoke.
Smoke, yeah. I wish I could smoke inside.
Yeah, I was having a smoke. Oh yeah, no, understandable, yeah. But oh, did you hear about this? The government shutdown that was gonna happen like apparently like later this month was averted, at least delayed until December.
I'm not fully caught up on this. Who was shutting down the government?
Was
it
the GOP
the Republicans
was trying to do
or?
it. Yeah, the GOP was trying to do it. That's
Okay.
I mean, it's not. It's
So
been
wait.
a very long time since a different party's tried.
So wait, Biden capitulated and signed their bill in order to prevent them from shutting down the government. Is that what happened?
Well, no. Like this is the last government shutdown. The reason why the government shut down is because there's going to have to be another extension to the fucking debt ceiling in this country. And of course, the conservatives don't want to raise the debt ceiling because they're conservatives. So, but they were able to come to a fucking agreement to at least keep it open for 3 more months. I think it's bullshit that this can even happen to begin with because it puts everyone who's on government assistance, all that shit goes on fucking hold. Shit like the fucking post office, government run organizations and shit that goes on hold. But you know what? We still pay our taxes. We still pay our taxes during a fucking government shutdown. Those fat cat fucks in Wall Street, they still get their payment. They still get their paychecks. I mean, I meant to say Washington, but yeah, in Wall Street too, they're still getting paid.
You know what? Yeah, I don't know the last time the Canadian government shut down. Y'all need to get your shit together.
I don't know of any other fucking Western country in which this happens. It might just be the result. It might not be able to happen in a parliamentary system. I imagine in most cases in which the government would shut down, they would just call for an election, or something else like that. I don't know the exact fucking correlation there, but whatever. But yeah, I don't know. The fact that this can happen is just absolutely fucking shameful because, like, if the government's gonna fucking shut down, I'm not paying for these fucking people's paychecks, or at least I shouldn't be. But I am. So
you're going to. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, but I can speak out about it and I can say
hashtag taxation is theft, bitch.
I don't feel like it should be like the problem of every single American citizen just because these two parties can't get along and come to any fucking agreement for the future of our country. It's not our fault that they're fucking run by old ass dipshits who have been around for a long time. These old fossils who have no idea, they aren't in touch with the American people at all. I don't think that we should be the ones who suffer for it. If they can't come to an agreement, they can't do their job, then they should be the ones suffering for it. Fuck them. And other expletives. And I guess we'll come back to this conversation in December. I guess. Jesus Christ. Yeah, because I know a lot of my friends.
Oh shit! A government shutdown during Christmas again. That would be lovely. Or around Christmas.
Yeah, couldn't have fucking given us a bit more time. Huh?
Or wasn't it New Year? Wasn't it shut down over New Year's? Or was it?
Yeah. Last time it shut down, it was during the winter where everyone's fucking cold and miserable. Perfect fucking time to do it, right? But it's okay because the rich elites are nice and warm in their fucking beds.
Yep.
I hate that shit. Goddamn fucking hypocrisy. All right, what should we talk about next? We could talk about the other John Doyle video I pulled.
Sure.
All right, sure. We'll talk a bit about that. And I have some other like really quirky things that we can cover, some smaller shit that we can cover before we wrap things up.
Yeah.
But,
we didn't even get to play the John Doyle intro this stream.
Oh yeah, you're right, because it wasn't in the that segment that I fucking pulled for. Oh yeah, all right. I'm gonna make fun of that so hard because it's fucking Jesus Christ. All right, here he is. This is like my fucking alternate universe doppelganger who became a worse person in every way.
Unless you've been living under a rock for the last 5 years, you know that President Trump has unleashed an energized conservative movement that has never been seen before in my lifetime, and perhaps even in any of our lifetimes, and that our success as a civilization is entirely contingent.
You know, I'd say that's contentious, but considering the fact that you're literally my age, I guess that you're right. But there's only literally been like a few other fucking people. There's been Mitt Romney, who's not an inspiration to anybody, because it's fucking Mitt Romney. Like, the only reason why Trump inspired people is because he's not the same. He doesn't act the same as all the other Republicans. People are that desperate for something that's not just a, you know, cookie cutter Democrat or Republican.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why Trump had success.
It's decorum. It comes down to decorum. That's the biggest difference between him and like someone like Bush.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't do the liberal civility politics like all the other conservatives do. So that is what made people mistake him for a populist.
Exactly.
And, you know, oh, he's just like us. He'll do what we want. It's like, no, he's one of them. He's the same as them. He just doesn't talk all just proper.
Looked at that and they were like, well, he just talks a little bit more like us, so he must be like one of us, right? It's like, no, he lives a completely different lifestyle. Like a completely different lifestyle from anybody.
I mean, you can make arguments that he's like a little bit worse than them in some ways, but like in a lot of ways, like I mean, he governed the same pretty much as like Bush
for the most part. Yeah. I still think Bush is like way worse. Like
again, I believe Bush did worse. He did more damage, but I do believe that with 4 more years, Trump could have done more damage because Trump is more of a loose cannon, and his followers were more willing to like do insane shit, like like a terrorist attack on the Capitol.
Channel too, but like I feel it's important for people on this channel to know our stance on that as well.
Contingent upon our ability and efforts to propagate that movement to and beyond our victory. And I know that we talked a little bit about this before. It's not exactly what we like to hear, but this movement was never meant to succeed, and it's still not meant to succeed. Like, we can talk about the corruption.
Too big to fail? Like, what the fuck's your point trying to make here?
We can talk about the deep state, all that stuff at a later time, but the point is that the Washington establishment, including the Republican establishment and the ruling class, they all want to return to business as usual. They're going to do literally everything in their power to make sure, well, something like Donald Trump can never happen again. That's how they're going to put it. You know, we're going to see so-called principled conservatives talking about restoring true conservative values to the GOP. And
I mean, yeah, I do think that's going to happen. Like, there's definitely going to be people who try and do that shit.
Yeah, but the extremists are also going to pull at it. And like right now, there's kind of like a battle for like the Republican Party. It's between the crazy extremists and like the liberal civility politics. Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Well, they're all extremists and they're all like, you know, they're all fucking the people of this country. But like, honestly, having the
in general, like
right, having the literal fascists in charge is always worse. Like the people who want to like
look at John Doyle's face. That's great.
Yeah. The people who want to like ban trans people and ban abortions and well, I guess most Republicans do want to ban abortion. I mean, you see, that's actually no, they are all fascists. You're right. No, they're pretty much the same.
The left might even take it easy on them to try to give the illusion of being reasonable and to turn everyone against the true threat, which is the authentic conservative movement ignited by Donald Trump. That's why we have to demand, not just
authentic.
If there's really this authentic movement, would it be based around like one person? Would it really just be based around one person? Would it need one person?
One person with whose values are extremely inconsistent and don't even line up with a lot of the people that follow him. Like, I love it because most people don't even know
the vaccine thing, which was really I think that said a lot to me. Like that was really strange
because most people don't even know what Trump believes. I don't think Trump knows what Trump believes. He just listens to the last smartest person in the room, which was very clear. Like, do you remember that vaping thing? The clip of him in the Oval Office, like with the
what?
People were talking like when they were trying to ban vaping.
Oh yeah. No, I remember that clip. Yeah, that came across as really ignorant.
Yeah, well, because it's clear he had just listened to people who were like pro vaping, and he was giving those arguments. It was like, yeah, you know, I agree. But then like the anti vaping people started, and then he like, oh yeah, you know what, that makes sense too, and like. It's just so clear he doesn't
like. It's one thing to have like. It's one thing to hear out both sides of an argument. It's another thing to just have no stance and pretend like you have both. Like,
right. I think I think he is dumber. He's dumber than George Bush because George Bush, he's a piece of shit, but he's smart enough to like be calculating and to be civil and like you know, like he strategizes. Trump doesn't strategize. Trump just like goes out and is loud and says whatever will get the most attention.
Yeah,
Like,
because he's loud and abrasive, and that's what people want.
Demand that our representatives conform to the ideas of that movement. We don't want the true conservative values that have allowed for the left to completely take over our culture, while fake Washington conservatives make millions of dollars assuring us that our freedoms and way of life are actually under attack 7,000 miles away from our shores. So
you know,
young.
It sounds like such gibberish hearing him talk about true conservative values when I just like, I'm sorry, anything right of center is just insane. Like it's like it's so hard for me to like view like there being any value in like classic conservatism, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah, and like what's
like,
this new conservative movement done to actually like cause real effect and change in these wars that are fighting abroad? That's the argument he's trying to make so far. It's like, where's the actual fucking change that's come from that? Barely anything.
We haven't been giving enough breaks to big businesses. Okay, that's the issue. All right, the Conservative Party has lost its fucking goal. It doesn't suck the rich of the dick of the rich enough.
But this guy claims to hate corporations. So which one is it?
Well, that's why, because he's a fascist. He doesn't like that. He wants them to. He's the side of the Republican Party who does want them to be banning abortion and does want them to be like doing crazy shit, trans bathroom bills, and like, you know, that's the shit he wants them to do. He doesn't like that they're not like being fascist. They're not fascist enough for him. That's the thing. Like I was saying, like what I was saying was actually the opposite. He like the true conservatives are the ones that just put all their energy into supporting big business. These Republicans, these conservatives are the ones that they want the Republican Party to be focusing on social conservatism as well, rather than, you know, capitulating to the majority society, which is, you know, overall pretty progressive. Like that's what they don't like.
Well, I don't like John Doyle.
Meant to die while they profit from it. If that pathetic, impotent breed of conservatism were of any use, our public debates would be over cool stuff like, hey, let's lower the age to purchase fully automatic LMGs to 16, but instead,
that's the first thing that came into this dude's head, is like an interesting, awesome fucking argument. Like, let's give guns to kids.
Yeah, why not?
Come on, dude. Like,
because his ideology is incoherent, and there's like, he doesn't actually believe in anything.
Let's have arguments about cool stuff. Let's have argument about stuff that matters. Like, seriously, let's have argument about shit that matters, and not just. What a weird fucking thing to bring up of all
the
things.
Shit that he wants is like the dumbest. Like, it's like, oh yeah, we want more guns and we want to be able to say whatever we want wherever we want, and like, you know,
you can already do that in a lot of places where
we want to be bigots, and like,
we're just begging to hold on to magazines that hold more than 10 rounds, begging to not have our children indoctrinated into questioning their gender.
They don't have to read that fucking book.
There we go.
Like,
that's what
I never understand, this argument of like this media being out there like essentially forcing people to read it. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, they're like, it's not, but
they're mad that it's in schools. They're mad that it exists.
They're mad that someone can come across it. Like,
yes, they want to like, conservatives want to raise their children in a or at least this brand of conservative, like fascist conservatives, want to raise their children in a world where gay people, trans people do not exist. They don't want you to find out about it. They don't want you to know that it's an option, because to them it's not an option. It's a sickness, and it shouldn't be talked about. So they will do whatever they can to bury it, and they view allowing your child to see a gay or trans person or know that they exist as you exposing them to that sickness, that depravity. That's how they view it. That's why they get mad.
No, yeah, well, boldly stated.
It is.
It's begging, just begging to not be totally crushed by the left. You know who begs? Losers. That's how much ground we've lost. And this isn't to depress you. It's to invigorate you so we can get our act together and start to actually win, because we've lost too much ground to just sit back and do nothing.
I feel like this is what literally every single fucking political tribe in America is thinking right now. It's like, wow, we just keep losing. It's like, yeah, no, because the American people keep losing. That's the thing. Like, we all keep fucking losing because we're missing the fucking needle in the haystack here.
I mean, their side doesn't always lose, but they have to victimize themselves and say that they do. Because I guess that they are losing socially. They're losing the culture war, but they do have plenty of wins here and there. They've been able to indoctrinate so many fucking people, but like they have to be the victims in everything. They have to like, oh yeah, we keep losing, guys. We're the underdog. Because I guess the most important thing to them is the culture war, which they are losing.
I mean, sure, when it comes to like, you know, control of the Republican Party, yeah, I mean, they are the underdog in that respect, because like the GOP is not going to give up like fucking, you know, they're not going to give up their, you know, milquetoast Mitt Romney-esque candidate so easily.
Yeah, I don't think the GOP wants to simp for like conservative Christian extremists anymore. I think they're like sick of it.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's
a lot of their voter base, though. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, right, but they wanted to be the like, I don't know. We're fiscally conservative, you know. We're against all these welfare programs and this like high taxes, you know. Like they're able to like get votes by being like, you know, oh, we're the, you know, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, work hard, sort of, you know, and like the way religion is set up, see, the way it's been, like, all a conservative candidate really has to do is say, I'm a Christian, and like the Christians will fall behind and be like, oh, of course we're voting for that person. You know, and like all they have to do is smear the liberals. They don't need to be pro-conservative. They just need to be anti-liberal. And that's been the Republican strategy for a long time. Is just,
I mean, that's how it's going to be in like a two-party system, though. Like,
right.
It's just always how it's going to fucking be.
Right.
It's always just going to be because
make
people
the other party
look
bad.
Yeah, that's how the majority of people vote. Like, it's people who vote for the party they actually want to win are in the minority. The majority of people are voting against the party they don't want to win.
We can't allow our country to return to business as usual, which just means Republicans sitting back and doing nothing except profiting off our misguided trust while the left destroys our country. We have to...
That destroys our country. You know, there's more nuanced criticisms that you could make, but you literally just see it as like that, something so fucking simple. It's just like, it's what I was trying to bring up about like George Bush's speech earlier. It's just like, oh yeah, that right there, that's just bad. That's just evil. It's like, no, how about you actually try to find the motivation and talk about the problems with, you know, the people that you're opposed to. Actually try to understand them so you can like refute their arguments better.
Yeah. Okay, by the way, I have to respond to this in the chat. The thing I don't understand about the culture war, you just want good escapism again and not woke propaganda. Look, I gotta break it to you, buddy. I gotta break it to you. Media has always been political. Always, 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 always. There's always been media that's more political or less political, but it's always been political. Okay? If you think that like media has just become political now, it's far more likely that you just didn't notice it before. Okay? Because I mean, most of us don't. Most of us grow up and we're all nostalgic for when we were kids and when we could just enjoy watching Arthur or Dora the Explorer or whatever. But like, you know what? That shit was political. That shit had political fucking messaging in it. All of it did. I used to watch a shit ton of fucking cartoons that the like looking back, I'm like, yeah, it did have political messaging. Maybe not always as overt as others, but like there is media out there to escape into that doesn't have political messaging. All right, you just got to find it. And if you can't find it, then you got to look harder. And if you like, honestly, I don't think more representation ruins media at all. I think people trying to pander can ruin media, but like,
oh yeah, it can definitely.
I don't think it's that like whatever. I know a lot of people are really mad about Doctor Who.
I think a lot of people call it out where it's actually like really bad though.
Right. But I think people get hyperbolic. Like people are way too like critical of like Doctor Who, for example, because I think, look, even though it can get a little political sometimes and not all the stories are good, I think some of them are really good. And I think some of the political ones are really good, even if people disagree with them. Heck, I like, and this is a thing, by the way, I like political messaging from shit that even if I disagree with the political messaging, I can still enjoy a property because I don't really care what you're about. I care more how you're about it. And so if I can enjoy something that has a conservative message and be like, you know, at least it's tasteful, it's good entertainment, it's good art, you know, even if I disagree with it. And yep. I think it takes a level of maturity to be able to engage with media in that way.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, I agree with that. I agree. I think that because I think because things get like shoved in our face, it seems like it'll a little bit more just in part because of the internet. In part because we live in just like a more in-your-face culture these days. And but I think the fact that, yeah, there are some things that are a little bit too pushy with their message makes people like too skeptical of things that are even just like have a subtle message, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I feel like people are just kind of like too sensitive to that in that way.
Carry this torch. And so we're going to go over some of the ideas that will help us do that in the future. Very important. So do stay tuned.
You haven't even stated your first idea. Oh yeah, we get his intro now, by the way. Hey, everybody give a fucking like for John Doyle's intro.
I still love how he picks up the daughter and just puts her behind him.
Oh, we can't find his fucking
and
lighter.
He needs the wife to light the cigarette, yeah.
John Doyle in. Heck off, commie.
Heck off, commie. Fuck off, Nazi. That's what I say because I'm a grown-up.
He posed again. Did you see that?
Your third and final reminder that the long-awaited, much-requested Heck Off Commie Discord server is up.
Oh God, there's a Discord server.
Wait a minute. There's a Heck Off Commie Discord server. Wait a minute.
I can't even imagine what that's like.
Where's the fucking Heck Off?
Yo, fam, in the chat, I'm not attacking your maturity level, okay? I'm just saying maybe you need to like back off from, take a step back from like your assumptions about a piece of media and you know, try to enjoy it for what it is and not hyper focus on the political message. Because if a political message is bothering you, it's more than likely that it's that you're looking for it or like you're looking to get offended by it. Anyway, whatever. I there's no point arguing with people.
All right, so let's see. I want to see how to get in the Discord server because, like, apparently there's a Discord server and I can't find it in the description.
It's up and running. It's very epic. It's a lot of fun. So if you want to join that, just go to heckoffcommie.com. Get a membership. It's only
Wait. Oh,
you gotta pay.
Oh, you gotta fucking pay. Damn. So I can't go fucking troll the Heck Off Commie Discord server. I can't get a bunch of people in there telling me to heck off. Fuck. That fucking sucks. That fucking sucks dick. I hate that.
$4, and then you access a bunch of epic stuff while also supporting the channel. Very cool. Very excited about this one. People who have memberships and keep up with the book recommendations might remember that a couple months ago I recommended this book.
By the way, that poster that he has up in the background is literally a Nazi propaganda poster.
Yeah, it is. The election, what led to it, etc. And so the other night I finally got
like that's pretty telling right there. Like I was a little bit skeptical of your claim of him being like an actual fascist until I saw that. But like
no, you gotta listen to the shit he's saying more. Like the read between the lines of his conclusions rather, you know, the conclusions that he leads to. It's very fucking clear. Okay. I don't just throw that term around at just anybody.
How the elites created the nationalist populist revolution.
And he included a bullet point list in the preface of the book with 9 beliefs that best encompass what we're talking about. So definitely pick up a copy of that book, but you might hear some of these and, you know, you think to yourself like, yeah, of course, obviously I believe this. And then you might hear others and think, well, now wait a second, I'm not too sure.
He puts his hands on his hips. This guy's so animated. I'll give him that.
He is. He's like I said, he's such a little boy. He's
apparently this dude's like the same age as me, which is like disturbing to me.
Don't just want to ruffle his hair.
Yeah, he's a scamp, all right.
Adam, and then I think that you'll find that you actually agree with almost all of them. And also very important to note is that the country agrees with almost all of them, if not all of them, which is why these are things that conservatives really need to nail into the minds of the public if we want to be successful in the future.
Get to it. It's been fucking 4 minutes.
But by the way, Betty White, it's the other poster I'm talking about, the one warning about the Bolsheviks.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, no, the war bonds one's American.
Yeah.
They're appealing, right? Like, but because they're true and because they will make our lives better. Like, it's one thing to tell voters what they want to hear, like, oh, hey, free stuff. But it's another thing to tell them things that they want to hear because we all know instinctively that they're correct and they're what's best for us as a nation. And so really quickly, I want to point out 2 things. Firstly, if you look at the way people voted in 2016, you look at like where they stand on the issues in comparison to each other and then who they voted for.
Okay, I can already say there's a lot more fucking sample size that you can take of this shit because now everyone takes fucking... And people think more about how they land on the political spectrum. A lot of times, like before the internet was really big, people would just be like, are you a Democrat or are you a Republican? You know what I mean? They wouldn't ask like, oh, okay, I'm a libertarian, I'm socialist, I'm this, that, or the other. You know what I mean? Like there's a greater, more nuanced idea of like how people categorize themselves politically these days to a wider degree of people.
This also isn't the standard political compass.
It's not.
The axes are social, identity, and economic.
Yeah, this is really weird. I've never seen a political compass like this in my life.
What we find is that there was a much greater divide between people on social issues, on issues of identity, than there is on economic issues. And I know that people are skeptical of these political compass type models, but this one actually analyzed like a dozen specific and different issues and then quantified attitudes from there. So I think it's actually pretty accurate. But what this tells us is that for the time being, the issues that are going to decide our future are social issues. The tug of war is over questions of identity.
Hey, what's up, Blaine?
See, he's signaling at it.
At what?
Identity questions like.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I mean, yeah, he's definitely said some dog whistling things before. So like, I'm not ruling out the idea. Like, especially with all this shit in the background, I don't know, it doesn't look good.
What does it mean to be an American? Is America good and should America be preserved? What do we stand for as a people? Are we proud of what we've done? Are we proud of what we've done as a people?
We shouldn't be.
Are we proud of our history? Do we celebrate our history and the people who've dedicated their lives to the service of this country, not only through innovation and conquest, but also through defending its sovereignty? Those are the questions that...
Yeah, but this guy's shit on the military before too. So like, who's he to fucking say that he's like some big supporter of our history and our culture and shit like that? He's shit on it constantly.
Yeah, he goes back and forth because he like
seems very inconsistent to me. Like,
he's dog whistled a lot at like anti-military sentiment and like, oh, like they're teaching our military to be woke. You know, these people, we can't trust them. We can't trust them. They're gonna fucking attack us.
Other times he acts like they're the best thing since sliced bread. It's
right.
Like, what's the opinion here? I don't get.
Well, because he has to like appeal to like the right wing mindset, but he also has to like signal at like insurrectionary language.
Why shouldn't I be proud to be an American? Because there's no reason to be proud of just being born in a fucking country.
Yeah,
that's why. Like, that's what it boils down to. Like, you shouldn't be proud to be British. You shouldn't be proud to be Canadian. You shouldn't be proud to be. I don't believe in just
be proud to be human.
Yeah, be proud to be a goddamn fucking human being.
Be proud of your fellow human beings and what we've accomplished as a species and the potential we have and what we can accomplish. Value, like, be proud of the valuable thing of human life and human consciousness that we all possess.
I think that you should care about your countrymen, but you shouldn't care about your countrymen exclusively. Like, sure, you should love and care about other Americans, and you can be proud of some things that have happened in this country. Sure, like there's nothing wrong with that, but don't just be proud of your country just because, oh yeah, I was born.
I mean,
here. Like,
also,
that doesn't make any sense.
Also, you didn't do any of these great things that your country did. Like, why are you proud? You just happen to be born here by accident. Congratulations. A literal fucking accident of biology. You were born biology and geography, I guess. You happen to be born in this little chunk of land, so congratulations. You're an American. You're better than everybody else.
Yeah, I don't see any reason to, like, it's just like luck of the draw. It's just basically RNG. Yeah. It's like
that's like being proud to have red hair. Like,
or like being proud of having a really good D&D character. It's just like you just rolled some fucking dice and that's all that fucking happened. It's nothing other than that. But yeah, that's just my fucking perspective on that shit.
You're proud of who you are? Is America who you are? How is America who you are? You are who you are. You are a result of your experiences and, you know, the things you've done in life. Like, you're not your country.
Yeah,
you didn't build your country. Trait. Yeah, you didn't build your country. You didn't create it.
That's supposed to be the thing that makes this country great. Is like there's so many different people with a different variety of backgrounds, ideas, and ideologies. Right.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I think like you could be proud of about the country. But yeah, like that's the thing. It's like we don't all think the same. Like being American or British or French or whatever, it's not a personality trait. And like that's just why I don't see any reason to take pride in your fucking nationality. It doesn't matter what nationality it is.
Yeah.
It's my 2 fucking cents, I guess.
It's the country I live in. If I didn't like it, I would have moved. No, you wouldn't. Fuck off. Trust me, as someone who tried, no, you wouldn't. It's not that fucking simple. That's the fucking problem. You don't get to just move countries. It doesn't work that way. It's not that fucking easy. You want to just move countries? You have to have a shit ton of fucking money or some really useful skills that another country that's worth living in, by the way, actually values. So, yeah, just move countries.
And most of the really good countries that would be feasible to want to move to, like they have such high standards for what they require in someone to immigrate there. Like,
I tried to move to America when I was engaged to someone who lived there. It didn't.
Which is one of the easier, like, Western nations.
One of the easier ways, and it still was like a fucking nightmare, and it didn't end up working out for me for multiple reasons. But like like holy fuck. It's not that simple.
Where at least I can pee.
Yeah.
Well, you can't pee in Canada? You can't pee up there? Damn, I didn't know that. How the fuck do you guys alleviate yourselves a piss up in Canada?
Also, I love these people that are like, oh, like America is my identity. Like, I'm Canadian. I was born in Canada, but like, I don't know. You and I have a lot in common. I have a lot in common with my American friends, and a lot of people wouldn't even be able to tell us apart. A lot of people don't even know I'm Canadian until I tell them.
I have a lot more in common with you than a lot of people in America, and I have a lot in common with people in America, and like that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like there's things that define us more like than just like the place that we were born. Like, am I defined? Am I defined by being from like Massachusetts? Am I defined by the state I was born in? I would say not really, even to a lesser extent than the fact that like the country I was born in. I don't know. It's just it's a weird way to look at things. I never understood. I'll never understand nationalism. I'll never really understand it.
I really do think nationalism is just a way to make people feel like they're a part of something, so that they're willing to like unify under like this is our like, country, like it's just a way to appeal to people's tribalism.
Yeah, no, it is like that because that's what people want. That's what people want more than anything, is just like to have a place where they feel like they belong. You know what I mean? I think that's a really human, like natural desire to have, but that doesn't mean that's always a good thing.
Oh my God. I love when you criticize someone's opinion on something. They go like, oh, so much for individualism. You can have your individual fucking beliefs. You can have your pride for America. We're not telling you you're not allowed to be proud of America. We're just telling you why we disagree and think it's dumb. All right. You have a right to be an individual. No one's telling you who you can and can't be. We're just explaining why we disagree.
Yeah, and also like taking pride in your country is not like, it's not necessarily a trait of being an individual. Like it's really not. Like being an individual is just not caring about that shit and not letting it define you on any level. Because like I said, it's worthless. Like it really doesn't mean much of anything at all. What means is who you are as a person, what your personality's like, your interests, the things that actually, have to do with you as a human being. That's what matters. But whatever. All right, so.
Oh, what up, Straight Up? Looks like Straight Up donated.
Oh shit! All right, let me take a look at that real fast. Yeah, was it a super chat or was it a fucking Streamlabs or something?
I don't know. He just said, "Send some money, y'all can split it." TGIF. I don't know what that means.
TGIF. Thank God it's Friday.
Generally, money donated to this stream goes to Annie.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Oh, okay. Thank you. $20 from Straight Up, TGIF. Now I'm gonna have to send Jamie a donation. Whatever. I'll do it this one time. But in the future, just send 10 to me and send 10 to Jamie. But
yeah.
But thank you. All right. Thank you very much, Straight Up. I do appreciate that shit. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. But all right.
Hells yeah. Straight up is dope, yo. Everyone should go subscribe to him. He makes dope shit.
Yeah, helps you make some cool shit too. So
yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we're gonna call that a fucking evening. I think we're gonna call that an evening. That's actually all the fucking content, except for one other thing, but I think I'll save that for next time.
All right.
Because it's just a stupid clip that whatever, we can talk about it another time. All right. Thank you guys very much for joining. Hope you guys have a fantastic fucking evening. And as always, folks, stay toasty.
Peace.
Bye. See ya.